What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk about Pool Party Massacre, which has an awesome cover art, by the way. So setup here is extremely simple. There's a rich, spoiled girl. She's ready to throw a big party because her parents are out of town for the weekend. So she's going to invite all of her friends over. They're going to have this epic pool party, gossip, hook up with guys, get drunk, just really live it up while they've got this palatial mansion to themselves. And somebody shows up and starts to kill them. And that's the movie. It's very simple, very effective. It does exactly what a movie like this needs to do, which is set up a bunch of characters that we want to see die, and then they die. It's about all you could want out of something like this. Like, it doesn't have a lot of depth. It doesn't have a lot of development. It's just a definite throwback to the old school, simple, straightforward, slasher movies. So this is an independent movie. Obviously, it was pretty low budget, and that's definitely obvious in the effects and the talent chosen. But what I like about this movie is that it just has this really cool, fun vibe. Like, that the people who made it were having fun, and that just kind of like bleeds through, into the experience of watching the movie. It just has a really cool, upbeat tone to it, and it's just kind of like, I don't know if infectious is the right word, but like when you're watching it, it just seems like a cool movie. It's just cool, fun to watch movie. The gore in it is not overly graphic. A lot of it is, just kind of fake, really fake looking blood spraying all over the place. There's not like a lot of really, gross graphic, gashes or wounds or, big open, blood pouring out of them orifices. But there are some that are a little bit more graphic than others. But for the most part, there's just a lot of really fake blood spraying everywhere. But there's a lot of it. And another thing that's really cool about this movie is that the kills are extremely varied. They're all using different tools and implements, but the killer uses a different one on each person. So it's that adds some variety and fun to it. And some of the ways that some of the ways that people die are really interesting and fun. Some are not so much, but all of them are at least somewhat fun to watch. The movie does have some TNA. It's got several topless scenes. It has another scene where there's a dick on a cell phone. So if you want to bring dick pics into your horror movies, this movie makes some good inroads in that way. The cast is pretty much horrible, but in a fun way. Everybody seems to be having fun, even if they don't give the best dramatic performances. But as far as a low budget slasher movie, I think everybody does fine. I thought the story is okay for what it is. I thought the ending was fun. A lot of these movies struggle to come up with a decent ending. This one is not great, but it's at least enjoyable and it's, fitting. But one thing that really, really stands out about Pool Party Massacre to me is the level of polish. Like, the camera work is fantastic. The composition is great. The sound is really good. Everything on like a technical level with this movie, just is really polished and really professional, and that makes a huge difference. There's always something to be said for the rough, shaky cam, faux documentary or whatever. But like, this looks like a professional movie. It looks really slick and really polished, and that really helps it stand out from the crowd. So in the end, yeah, it's cheap and it's got dumb humor and the gore is really fake, but it's just a super fun movie to watch. And if you're a fan of the old straightforward slasher movies, I think you'll have fun with this one, especially if you appreciate kind of a goofy sense of humor. The movie's available on Blu-ray. The transfer looks really good. The colors are great. The clarity is great. It's a recent movie, so of course it's going to look really good. And I had no issues with it whatsoever. And again, because the visuals are so polished and so technically sound, that definitely, is amplified by the fact that it's got a really nice video presentation. As far as extras, it's got 2 audio commentary tracks, a location tour, a gag reel, and a making of featurette. It's a pretty loaded disc. If you want to pick it up, go to poolpartymassacre.com. You can get it on Blu-ray, DVD. They got t-shirts, posters, koozies, all kinds of stuff like that. And then in the end, again, I just really like the movie. I wish I had a better word than infectious to describe how I felt watching it, but it's just a really cool movie, and there's like a really good fun vibe to it that definitely makes it easy to recommend. So if you have even a casual interest in horror movies, especially indie horror, I would definitely check this one out. So that's my review of Pool Party Massacre. If you want to read my full write-up, you can go to my website, markfusion.com, and check that out. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. If you want to see what might be coming to the channel soon, go to letterboxd.com and you follow me there at Mark Fusion. I diary everything there. You can you can definitely drop me a sub. I would greatly appreciate that. That's the best way to support me and help me to keep growing the channel. You can also watch old videos. There's a ton of horror movies, indie horror, slasher movies, all kinds of genre films in my review playlist. And if you really want to go that super extra mile, when you go to Amazon, you can use my links from my website there. And when you buy stuff, a little bit of the money will come to me, and I'll use that money to buy tons more movies. And, you know, well, not tons, but maybe like one every 3 months. And I'll do, you know, I'll spend all the money, though, on movies so we can do more reviews. So thank you so much for watching this review of Pool Party Massacre. I do greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.